Hello, friends. How are you? Hope you're well. Um, Today I'm here to do a book review for you. I was recently contacted by Tool Publishing and asked if I would become a reviewer for them, and I obviously said yes. I'm very happy to be one of their reviewers. And the way that it's worked is that I get sent an email at the beginning of every month with all the books that are going to be released the following month, and I just choose which ones I want to review. So this month I only chose one because I had some other books I needed to do, but possibly in the future I will be choosing more. But I wanted to tell you about my first book that I received to review, and it's a Kindle. I got the e-arc edition, and that book was Texas Cowgirl by Gaddy. This is part of the Texas True series, and this is released on the 24th of March 2022. Now, this was the third or the fourth book in the series. I haven't obviously read any of the previous ones, but I didn't feel that I was lost or anything. I didn't feel that I needed to have read the previous books. So in this book we meet Nate and Damaris. Now Nate is a young man who is a pilot, and he was brought into the town, into the sort of the airport, to try and become, one of the pilots and to be part of the company, a partner, if you will. And it's his hometown, and he was more than happy to do it. And one day he receives a phone call from his mother going, "I can't get hold of you, Gran. I can't get hold of you, Gran." And he goes, "Right, okay, I'll try her." And he couldn't get hold of her, so he was really worried. So he went to his Gran's house, and he finds her crying. Now, she'd had a doctor's appointment that day, and he thought it was something to do with that. But it's his Gran's crying about him because he doesn't have a girlfriend. She wants to see him settled, so this was all playing on her mind. Now, Nate has a slight reputation of being a player, but that's not particularly true. And there is one girl that he's very interested in, and she's been his friend for a number of years. And he wants her. He doesn't want anybody else. And that girl is Damaris. Now, she helps her family run the ranch and the stud farm. And she used to be a barrel racer at the rodeos, but she no longer does that. So he goes, they see each other around town and things like that. So he goes to the farm, and he talks to her and basically asks her, will she be his fake girlfriend, with the possibility of a fake engagement. So this is very much a fake relationship story, and I've not really read many of these, but that didn't bother me. So with a little reluctance, she agrees, and the book is basically the story of their supposed fake relationship. But they're both hiding the fact that they both like each other, like really like each other, and would like to be going out with each other in real, as it were, rather than fake. And it's beautifully written. It really was beautifully written. You got both perspectives. The grandmother came in as well and had her two penneth worth, and some of Damaris's friends came in and had their two penneth worth as well, and her family. And it was really nice because kind of like the family and friends and the granny really realised that, well, wait a minute, you both really like each other, so let's give you a kind of a big nudge in the right direction. And it was nice to see. What was the spice like? It was a bit spicy, but that was okay. It wasn't over the top, and it was only it was put in appropriate places, and I didn't think it was like that over. It wasn't that in your face, as it were. So I liked that. I like the setting of Texas. I like the idea of the stud farm. I like the idea of him being a pilot, and you know, the nice small town. I am very much a sucker for small town romances. I really did enjoy that. I think it gave me a chance to sort of get to know other people as well within the storyline, and you know, you, as well as that, you got a little bit of a backstory, or you know, of the other characters, which I thought was really, really good. Especially Damara's sort of going to her sister-in-law, going, well, you know, how did you, you know, fall in love with her? I can't remember her partner, husband's name, you know, and she sort of tried to help her out and sort of explain things, how she fell in love and how did she know it was love. Damaris was very wary because she'd been hurt before by a player, and she was like, I'm not having that again. But as she talked to people that Nate had supposedly dated, she discovered that it was just one date, nothing happened, he didn't phone back. And when she kind of said to him, why not? He then opened up, because I didn't want to be with them. I wanted to be with you. Which kind of threw her a bit. And it was, you know, she had to work through that as well. And I felt that that was very, very well handled. The plot line was really good. There was something happened at the end as well that sort of changed things a bit, but that's all I'm going to say. It, you know, it was well paced enough. It was it kept me turning the pages, and I really wanted to know what happened next. You know, so if you're looking for a really nice cowboy book to read in March, I would recommend Texas Cowgirl by Gaddy. You don't, as I say, you don't have to have read the other books in the series, but you may want to before you start. Will I go back and get those books? I probably will, yes, I think so, because I would like to sort of see where the other stories come in, etc. But that's it for this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know down below if you've read it or if you plan to read it. If you do read it or have read it, I would love to discuss it in the comments with you. But until my next video, stay safe and happy reading. Bye!